welcome in the building. And of course, you know what we do is we talk and we have fun. There is nothing on earth that will make you to not want to have fun. Everybody loves fun. And fun is however how you see it. Is fun is about you. You decide exactly if you want to have the fun or you don't want to have fun. But I bet you tonight will be fun. As long as we are trying to learn, I guess I do want to learn from you because I'm learning from you always. And I know you're also learning from me. And then we all going to be, with that teachable spirit, we're going to go places to happen. All right. It's a nighttime show and you're welcome once again. It's 9:46 right here, Lagos. We're broadcasting on your number one station, talking about your voice of the people, 90.3 FM. Lagos is where we are. And then, of course, today we will definitely start with the famous Dear Ryan. Dear Ryan is the first segment where we're going to start with. And from there, we will move on to other stuff. But if you're ready with me, all you got to do is just to get your people close. And so we will start. But before we do that, I'd like to let you know that today is gradually getting closer to that time we're going to be having a great family get together. That's the Christmas we're talking about, festive season. But for those who feel that is heavy for them to celebrate, you don't need to worry. Just keep putting your hope in God that things will fall in place for you and for everyone around you. Now, before we start, I'd like to let you guys know exactly today, December 7th, is actually something we can remember, something that happened in a particular country. So I'm going to give you a little highlight of a history of what happened on this day before we get into the nitty-gritty of the show. Today's highlight in history on December 7th, today, talking about 1941, December 7th, the Empire of Japan launched an air raid on the U.S. Navy base at a place where we call Pearl Harbor in Hawaii, as well as targets in Malaya, Hong Kong, Guam, and the Philippines, of course, and Wake Island. The United States declared war against Japan the next day. So on this day, 1941, December 7th, the Empire of Japan launched an air raid on the U.S. Navy base at Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. It was crazy. It was a disaster. And if you want me to, go on details, I will. But, I just want to throw that light on it. So many things happened on this particular day, December 7th. And I don't want to, start talking a whole lot of this fact. But this is okay. You just remember that anytime it gets to December 7th, you remember that in 1941, that the Empire of Japan launched an air raid on the U.S. Navy base at Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. Hawaii is a famous place. It's a tourist attraction. A lot of people love to go to Hawaii. Some people in America will tell you that's the second home. So, they launched this raid on U.S. Navy base at Pearl Harbor in Hawaii, as well as targets in Malaya, Hong Kong, Guam, the Philippines, and Wake Island. And the next day, the United States declared war against Japan. So, maybe details later. But then we're going to be talking about what we're supposed to talk about. Always we do talk about development. We talk about positivity. We talk about good, and also looking forward to be able to help people in a positive way. All right. So today, what is on the table? I'm going to go straight to the point because it's very close to the hour of 10 o'clock. I'll go straight to the point, and we're just going to have fun by looking at how we can treat this matter that is on the table. Sometimes some people used to ask me, Ryan, all these things we hear, we're not new to it. But truthfully, a lot of you are actually new to this thing. So you hear some real crazy situation in relationships, crazy situation in the world. What's going on in the society today is mad. And then you are just looking at it like, okay, well, because it's not me, the thing is happening too, is probably, who cares? You will care because a lot of you don't know that when something happened to one person on your street, definitely you will get the same pay. If someone is dying on your street where you live, of course, you're also going to go through the pain, even if you don't know the person. So one down, every other person in the family is part of it. So be part of the show, and let's see if we can treat this matter, because this is a situation that is going on the lives of a lot of people, but you wouldn't know. You just think, oh, okay, this, I've heard of it. Possibly maybe something that we actually saw on the internet, blah, blah, blah. It could happen to anyone. So do not underestimate things like this. All right. Okay. All right. So let's go straight to the point. Dear Ryan is the first segment. Maybe we'll have to, by 11 o'clock, possibly, maybe we'll talk about something else. Maybe we'll go into a love talk, but that depends on how you respond and we treat this matter. And look at how the community, a voice of the people, will have to speak good, and look at how we can help this lady. So a lady is complaining and is saying that she's married for a couple of years. Her problem is that the husband is having a fun time with himself, but not her. She's not having a fun time anytime they're doing the do. I'll break it down. What the lady is saying is she's complaining and lamenting that when the husband wants to have an intercourse with her, she's always in pains. But first, let me tell you the first thing. She said, my husband do not know how to romance. My husband doesn't know how to be romantic. That's number one. Secondly, it's worse to even know that my husband's odogu is too huge and is actually hurting me. I am not comfortable. I have been sick all through it ever since I've been married to him. I've been enduring, and so most times what I do is to tell him that I am sick, and he doesn't bother. He gets angry, he talks, he insults me, but he doesn't bother. So, but he doesn't know how to be romantic. Anytime he wants to do something with me, when I mean something, you're an adult. There's no child out there listening to me. But if there is, that we can circumvent some words. So anytime he wants to have an intercourse with me, he does not know how to romance. He doesn't know what romance is. Doesn't know the right places to touch. He doesn't. And even if I try to want to tell him, it's really hard. He doesn't listen. He just wants to have his way. Immediately he comes up on me. And the worst part is that his cock is too huge and he's hurting me. And I am so uncomfortable. I am not very happy in the marriage. I'm thinking about leaving. And she also said a lot of women like it when he's huge, but I don't like it because I have a small pelvic. This is crazy because I get all of this on my email, and I'm wondering if sometimes if it's real. But it is real. You know why? When you have a conversation with people like this, and you go to the customary court, you check what is happening, you will know exactly that these things are real. Go to the customary court in Abuja. Here, you can go to the customary court here in Lagos. Go see the divorce rate is mad. You don't know. 2 years ago, Ellie last year or Ellie this year, it was more than 6,000 divorce papers case in the court. It's mad. It's crazy. And some of the things you're hearing on the radio now, there are the things that you see there. Some crazy stuff that sounds awful, possibly doesn't sound well. These are the things that you hear. I say, because of this, I don't want to be in this relationship. So everyone is looking for peace. So let me ask the question, what is peace? You want the easy way. You don't want the hard way. It's your decision. So, I mean, believe it that all of these things are happening. People are actually going through a lot of things, and people do not want to destroy themselves. She is complaining that this thing is hurting her. She's sick. She doesn't understand exactly what's going on to her body because of this. She has been enduring for the couple of years, but she's been using this idea of I am sick and not feeling well because this man could kill her. All right. So this is the situation. Now I'm putting it on the table, and I'm looking for everyone, the voice of the people community. You know, the voice of the people community is the voice of God. So whatever experience and advice and thoughts you want to bring on the table, advice you want to bring on the table, is good. I mean, you can bring some good, and let's see if definitely it might work. Do you have any idea? Do you have any experience? Have you actually succeeded in looking for a way to solve such problem? Some problems doesn't need any solution. The solution is just just looking for how to run and disappear from it, stay away from it. But some would need solution. Okay, advice, your comments for advice is welcome. All right, so I'm going to take a little time now, and then I'm going to open the phone lines for you to call in and be part of the show. All I need is advice. How do we catch up with her with some good advice? What do you think that can help her? Do you think there could be a way that a man can, apart from his odogu that is very huge, that is actually disrupting her womb and making her feel very uncomfortable, that she's not enjoying the intercourse. Apart from that, then maybe there's some other things that could apply that can work out. But this is the situation. If you've got any whatsoever advice for this young lady, name withheld, please bring it on the table. We're going to treat this very well. Now, I said it before, I'm going to say it again. This situation and this thing, sometimes some people just ask themselves, is it true? How is it possible? But it's true. It's going on. And then for those of you who are actually doubting this kind, the customary court is there. Go find out some excuses that people are actually giving for them to not to be in a relationship. A month marriage, just a month, they're already filing for divorce. 2 months, just got married, filing for divorce. The divorce rate now is as high as mad. Is something else. Maybe I'm going to bring that to the fore. I'll let you know the statistics, when it comes to divorce rate here is crazy. As I said before, early this year, was it last year? Early this year, it was already early the year. It was already 6,000. 6,000. That's in Abuja not in Lagos. If you put two and two together and find out all of the cities and states, people putting in for divorce for no reason. There's some things that are so flimsy that you'll be wondering why this is not supposed to be. But that's what's going on. The world is changing. The world is evolving. Nobody wants to go through a lot, and everybody wants to have the easy way. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the story again, so we're going to treat the matter. For those of you who just tuned in, this is the nighttime show with Ryan, Terrence. 1 minute's gone past the hour of 10 o'clock right here on Voice of the People VOP 90.3. Now, we're talking about the first segment. The first segment here, where I'm talking about is Dear Ryan. And I got a letter in my email from a lady named withheld, complaining about her husband not being romantic. The husband is not romantic, and anytime, she said, anytime the husband wants to anytime the husband wants to have intercourse with her, the husband wouldn't even want to touch or do anything or what he's supposed to do before it. He would just go straight to the point. Yeah, that's the kind of guy who goes straight to the point. All right. Secondly, she said that the husband's odogu is very huge and is hurting her. Of course, it sounds as if they did not court. It sounds as if it's something they made without even checking, or, they just got married. Because, of course, if they were doing something, she would have figured out. But it was very obvious. It's as if nothing was done. They just met and went ahead to get married. So she's complaining that the odogu of the husband is very huge and is hurting her, and she can't stand it. Now, I've learned that women love that part of their life, and they want to be happy. They want to be happy. If you're doing anything, you give them money, you give them cars, material things, make sure that that part of their life is fulfilled. If not, as I said, a lot of people are making and putting on divorce papers because of this kind of thing. Some, they are not satisfied. Some, possibly the husband will wake up and just say, I'm going to work. Maybe usually the husband used to give him a kiss or a peck before they go to work, and that actually can cause a divorce now. That's what's going on. Some could be that maybe one little flimsy thing that that is not even supposed to kill a fly. That's what you're seeing. People are saying, look, I need a divorce because this is what's going on. Gone are the days where, it's only cheating when your husband is, actually caught cheating, or, the wife is actually caught cheating, then you can start talking about. But now, any flimsy thing, people are filing for divorce. So she's saying she wants to divorce. If not, she's going to leave like that because she doesn't want to die. And it sounds crazy, but it's what's going on. All right, so it's time for you to call in 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. So that's the number. So you will have to call in and actually make sure that you are civil. What is the advice that we have to give to this woman? What's the advice? Shall she run? Or you think it's best that she look for a way out? What is exactly will be the way out? What is the way out? Someone says she should run. And why will you run when you just got married? Why will you run? I thought that some ladies are actually looking for serious bola like this, and now you're running from such bola. It's crazy. I got a caller. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening to you. What's your name?
Yeah. My name is Ibrahim.
Ibrahim, where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Igbeda.
Egbeda. Okay. Ibrahim, you heard what we are talking about. This issue is crazy.
Of course. Yeah. Very. I was just shaking my head here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the lady in question. They don't like what to say. She has never. Have anything to do with the guy during their relationship.
Exactly.
So that would happen. But for me, my one take is this lady in question. She needs to look for a mentor that can help her talk to the man.
Okay.
And that mentor will teach both of them how to go about it, than to just easily divorce. Maybe in terms of, because she talk about the Odogu is too big.
Yes.
But once you have a mentor will try to help the man to see where he'll be taking it easy. In terms of that, maybe their meetings.
Okay.
You understand, sir?
Exactly.
So that's for me. I don't think it's something that can resolve, sir. Yeah, that's my take, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, Ibrahim. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Is this your first time, or you've been calling, Mama Michelle?
Yeah.
Is this your first time? Okay. I lost the call already. I was trying to ask him if I was trying to ask you, Ibrahim, if this is your first time. All right. So that's a good advice. Let her get a mentor that can talk to the guy, so he'll know exactly how to take it easy with her, because there must be a way out. The divorce thing might not be the best, easy for you to just get into divorce like that. I know women are so emotional, and so these things are crazy. Until it happened to someone, you would never know exactly what's going on. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. What's your name?
My name is Chika. I'm calling from Ijeoma Road.
Okay, Chika. Chika, go ahead. What advice do you have for this woman?
Most times this is a matter of negligence. Because I cannot say, she did not specify if they were not having intercourse before the marriage.
No, I don't.
She wanted to get married.
Exactly. That's what we're saying. It's very obvious they didn't have an intercourse before they got married, because she would have known.
But I doubt in Nigeria that anybody can do that. But
it happens.
So women only go, they just want to settle down. They don't care about what is involved inside the marriage. But once they get inside the marriage and find out what is in the package, they are no longer interested in it. In this case now, I think their matter is more simple than any other possible.
Okay.
They just talk to each other. Look for example. The man going straight to the point is not actually nice. Actually, women don't just penetrate inside women. You have to on the stations, change the antenna before you get the station you move.
Okay. All right.
So I think the man need to work on himself. In the process, he may be wounding the woman or giving the woman some injuries.
Yes.
Why the woman is not enjoying the part of life if she wants to. So if the man should adjust her way of making love to the woman, I think everything will be fine.
Okay, adjust. Okay. All right. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you. All right. So he's saying the man should adjust. It's very simple. It doesn't actually call for a divorce. Sometimes some women are actually dramatic. Yes. I sometimes, or many times, I put myself in the shoes of some people when I hear things like this. I try to imagine, have a mental imagery. Hello, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening to you. What's your name?
My name is Damilari from Africa.
Okay, Damilari. Let me hear you.
This story is interesting. I've been laughing since I had it.
Okay, that's nice.
Because I can't imagine a man or two friends not checking themselves before going to the final studio.
No, but you know that some pastors, some men ago would tell their members not to check themselves before they marry. Now, now it happens.
Even me, before I got married to my wife, I tested the engine, and everything was confirmed okay. Before I went to pay bride price. Now tell me, the bride price that guy paid within 2 months, so she will just, I think there should be a solution to that problem. My own suggestion is I go with the first caller that says that they can bring this talk to a mentor and look for a way out instead of the lady leaving the marriage.
Okay.
So that's my own suggestion as well.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it. All right. Everybody's saying that she need to get some mentor. Get some mentor. When you get a mentor that can actually talk to the husband, and so because it might be that the man is not even listening to the wife. It might be. So I mean, this advice of she getting a mentor to talk to the man, to take it easy with her, to learn some certain things, it would be better. Hello, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you.
Thank you.
What's your name, please?
Roland.
Cobams.
I'm Roland.
Roland.
Yes.
Okay, Roland, you're welcome.
Yes,
You're welcome to the show.
See, what I'm seeing in that marriage is the man is an egoistic kind of person. Maybe because the man has a little change in the hand, that is why that marriage was contracted in the first place. But my candid advice would be that let them look for a marriage counselor that can counsel them, on the way for them to go about their relationship in their marriage. And if at all that man doesn't agree to it, my candid advice to that woman is to leave the marriage. Because marriage was enjoyed and not endured. Honestly, that is the way, when I heard you explaining the way the whole thing goes, because how can you treat your woman like an animal? Because you want to, satisfy yourself and forgetting about our own child, to create our own joy also. So to me, I don't see any need in her, continuing in that kind of. If at all they will engage a marriage counselor and he refuse, to change his attitude, please let that woman end that marriage, because it's not going to do her any good.
Okay.
That's my candid advice.
All right, Roland. Roland, thank you so much for calling in. Roland saying the woman should first attempt, leave the marriage, because you can't be treating her like an animal. That Roland is saying that it is enjoyable. Marriage is supposed to be enjoyed and not, endured. More calls are coming in. Hello.
Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, Akuchinyere. How are you, Night Princess?
I'm okay. And you? How are you?
Good, thank God. I'm okay. I'm blessed.
All right. Greetings to everybody in the studio, home and abroad. my take to this topic is, can you hear me clearly?
Very clearly. Go ahead.
For the woman, I don't think, for me, I don't think she's having, okay, let me start with, if the man don't know how to romance, at least let her teach the man. Yes. So I think in marriage is two of them will join their hands together and make it work. In area that the marriage is not working fine. Yes, it's not just for one person. They will join their hand and make it work fine in the area they're losing. So, and another thing is, before, according to somebody I asked question concerning something like this, then she said before a man can have that mind, first of all, lie with a woman that he calls his wife, to just take and go immediately, and she don't even care to know if that woman is she's satisfied or not. Take care for yourself. Tomorrow you will say she's your wife. That means that man, there is that love is not longer there. If that love is there, he will feel for the woman. Yes, he will feel for the woman. Before even before they will do anything, as in there is kind of play that he will follow the woman and play. The woman will be in the mood. Even though she don't want to be in the mood, she will be in the mood. Then I now ask her, what of, is it most that two of them will be in the mood the same time? She said no. I said okay, since two of them cannot be in the mood the same time, now the man is in the mood, the woman is not in the mood, then you just lie down and take what you need to take, and you don't even care to know whether she needs it or she don't need it. You will not stand up and go. Then she replied to me and said, that is the man have no love again. He have no feelings again. He just wants to satisfy himself. So for me, if there is an area, maybe she's not getting it right, let her think and see whether there's area she's not getting it right. Maybe sit him down and talk to him. If it's something that they can go to the hospital and know why her body is paining her, I think they should also do that.
Okay.
Okay, because one person cannot be happy and the other one will be happy. I think the marriage will work fine. No, it's not possible. All right, so bye for now.
All right, now thank you so much, Akuchi. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate you. So, I mean, like a lot and everyone is talking different, and everyone is actually preferring this idea of is either she leaves or is either she look for a coach or someone, a mentor who's going to talk to, the man. Everyone is bringing their games in to make sure that we prefer a solution to the situation so that the woman wouldn't do the wrong thing, because sometimes you have to hear from different places and centers for you to be able to have something to hold on to. All right, more calls are coming in. Hello. Good evening to you. What's your name?
Yeah, I'm Emmanuel. Really call from Ejigbo.
Emmanuel from Ejigbo. Emmanuel, let's go.
From Ejigbo.
All right.
First time calling.
First time caller.
Yes.
Oh, where's my bell? Where's my bell? I can't find my bell. Don't worry, I will find my bell later, and then I will hit you Akbako very well.
Yeah, let's just lost the mayor at the head.
Okay.
The story is very interesting.
All right. Thank you.
When it comes to marriage is the agreement between the two partners. When you want to have an intercourse with your wife as a man, first of all, bring some loving words. Remind the woman Because first of all, as she's complaining now that the man of Doku is very good. They have a way that the man demand a woman, and the woman will be in the mood. And when the woman is in the mood, or even herself, her heart is also will also open. And when she wants to have that intercourse with you, she herself she will know how to give you the service that you yourself you understand. Yes, you will also enjoy it also. For example, even as we are married, if I want to have an intercourse with my wife, I protect her because I know she's not only my wife, she's also the mother of my children. So I have to protect her in the way. But you know, we men, we are violent sometimes.
Violent?
Sometimes you know, sometimes, you know,
yeah.
Violent, you know, we men, we always straight to the point. And women is always, woman, when they want to have something like that, they first of all want you to remind, do something that will put them in the mood.
Yeah, exactly.
And when they are in that mood, their appetite always longer than we the man. So this is that woman is complaining on. If that man could give it to that woman, what she's complaining on that they do is good, I believe they will not be good. If that man will open up, remind that woman, make that woman to be in the mood, I believe she will not complain on that too much. And the man also, they need to go to a counseling, and that they will counsel the man that he should know that it's not only your wife, it's the mother of your children, first of all.
Okay.
Because if I want to do something with my wife, I protect her because if anything hurts her, I'm also will feel that. So as for that woman for now, I don't think she can live from there. You have to go, as the first caller said, you have to go through a counselor now and tell the man what you need to do. I think that is the major role the man needs to play now. The man has to be very romantic.
Exactly.
The woman will be able to give herself to you. When woman gives herself to you, you see the best of her and you enjoy the best of her. Thank you.
Now, before you go, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. Do you see the average man not doing, not being romantic in this side of the world? Is how will I put it now? Nigerian man. How many percentage do you think that does go straight to the point, that they don't like to do the romance or to, as the other guy says, you need to touch some things, I don't know how do you even say it again. You get what I'm saying? I mean, yes. So how many percentage, like, what's the percentage like for guys who do that, who don't like to romance before they get into business?
To answer that question, see, first of all, let's go. The way God makes men, He makes us raw from the dust of the floor. Women are the photocopy of men. So whenever men meet women, the first thing that comes in their mind has to be quick. A woman does not want to act that way. What woman knows, if you say you love me, the only way woman wants to know that you love them is by expressing the love. So if you want to, for example, even me as I'm here, sometimes when I wanted to, me and my wife met, when I want to meet her, sometimes I go straight to the point. She will also say, you just go straight to you can be romantic. So she begins to teach me these things now and perfect it. So this time what they do, I will do some teaching, and I get to know that this thing is very true. And when they allow these things now, they're used to them now, they will open up themselves to you. They will open up, and then both of you will enjoy what you are doing. Enjoy it. We have to learn it. We African men mostly, we don't know it. I have God created the men. They all raw, man. They want to do something quick. The woman does not believe in that quick service. They only believe in, if you say you love me, show the expression. If you want to do this thing, show me, put me in the mood that I will be able to give myself to you.
Okay.
Yes,
I do.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you. All right. 25 minutes gone past the hour of 10 o'clock is the nighttime show with Ryan Terrence. I'm loving this. Everybody's having the different views and they're bringing it on to make sure that there's a preferred solution to the situation. And that is how we roll. So I got calls coming in. I'm picking your calls right now. Hello. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you. What's your name, please?
My name is Richard, sir.
Richard.
King Charles.
Oh, King Charles. Oh, I remember. King Charles. All right, I got you. You, King Charles. Go ahead. What's your thoughts on this?
Yes, sir. In our society, we don't some religious organizations like some Christian churches, they don't allow a man and a woman to meet before marriage.
Yeah, that's true.
So all those things should be discouraged. If you allow two people that want to marry to meet, had it been that man and the woman met before they got married, the woman must have discovered that this man is not the right man for me. My pelvic is small, is big, and is not romantic. So naturally, the right husband for that woman is a man that has a small dick and that is romantic. That's the kind of husband the woman needs. So the one that she's living with now does not have that quality. So my advice for her is she should remarry.
Remarry?
Because, sir?
She should remarry. She should divorce the guy?
Yes, sir. And prayerfully ask God to give her her own husband. That man is not her husband. Jesus Christ met a woman at the well. Woman, you have married sister, even the one you are living is not your husband. So every man has a wife, every woman has a husband. The man the woman was living with is not her husband, it's another woman's husband. That's the truth, sir. So the only way the woman can be happy is for her to prayerfully pray to God to direct her to her own husband. Maybe she made a mistake before. She did not pray extensively or wait patiently for God to answer her prayer because of prayer. So they go and get married. So you are not married. At this age, you are 40 years old. Go and get married.
You know, that's the culture of this part of the world now. You know, that's what we. You know, when we're out of the country, you don't normally get people like this. Nobody, the white Caucasians and different race, most of them, more especially in the developed countries, they don't care about marriage. We do. We Africans, we do. So I mean, when you are not doing it at the right time, they will start pushing you as a family member. Will start pushing you. So it's a culture here. So I mean,
yes, because if a problem like this comes out, they don't have solution for it. Because this one now is a natural problem. The man, God created that man with a big dick, created the woman with small pelvic. So they don't match. Honestly. So both of them are not supposed to get married. Naturally, if we want to be honest to ourselves. So there is a man that has small dick that can match that woman's small pelvic. And there is a man that is romantic that will understand that woman's feelings, that will respect her emotions, that will show her love. That man is not her husband. Okay. Honestly speaking, I'm telling you the truth. So for her to be happy as a woman, as a married woman, she should patiently look for a man that has small baby that is romantic, so that she will enjoy the man and her marriage for a long time. Nobody knows how long she's going to be from the 8 years old. And I don't know her age. So my advice for her is divorce that man. Pray to God to give her her own husband that has small dick, that is romantic and loving, that can also provide for her. Show her
genuine Christian love, even though you don't make them genuine Muslim love. Yes,
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate that. And your advice counts. And all right, so we're still on up in here, and then we're having issues with the WhatsApp line. And those of you who are trying to call the WhatsApp line, like Faulkner is calling from the outside the country. Faulkner, you can try, but then of course I want to do some magic here. So keep trying, or you can send a message, and let me see if I can do some magic. Okay. So if you can't get through, of course, you can send a message on our WhatsApp line 0700-903-9039. Or you want to call directly, you can call directly on this number 0700-903-903. That's the direct line. Okay. I wish that Faulkner, I know you're listening right this minute. Yeah, well, I want to believe that you're listening. And I know you're listening because, of course, you're listening. Because I get it. You're listening. All right. So differing advice and contributions is coming in, and I am looking at it, and I know that she's listening. Definitely something good is going to come out of it. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. Good evening to you. What's your name?
Dancer. My name is Chinelo.
All right, Chinelo. You're welcome.
That man that is saying that woman should leave.
Hello, Chinelu. Where are you? Are you there? Chinelu, where have you been? Where are you right now? Where are you going to? Chinelu, I can't hear you. I mean, I lost your call. Okay. Network. Are you there? All right. Okay, Chinelu, you have to call back, okay? I want to hear what you say. It's like you're doing a counterattack on what somebody says. Do not attack anyone who's preferring advice on the situation, because everybody has their own different opinion. Everybody has their different stuff to give. So give yours and be civil if you want to talk about something else or somebody says, okay? All right. Hello. Okay. Network. We'll make it happen. All right. So for those who want to send your message on WhatsApp, go ahead. You can send your message on WhatsApp if you already have the WhatsApp number, or you can call directly. Okay. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you. What's your name, please?
Yes, my name is Boniface.
All right, Francis.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Francis. You can speak out a little bit.
Boniface, not Francis.
Oh, Boniface. Calling from?
Boniface, yes. I'm calling from Ogun State.
Ogun State. Okay.
Yes.
All right, Boniface. Shoot.
Yeah. It's my first time.
Oh, your first time? I'm looking for my bell.
Yes.
Hold on. I want to knock you, Akbako. First timer is too plenty. I got my bell.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
Yeah. Syrian, I've been following your discussion this evening concerning this topic.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know, but I wanted to ask a question initially. Is it that they didn't cut before they get into this marriage?
Yeah, I mean, I want to believe, I didn't get that. Like, she didn't really stress that, but it's very obvious they courted, but they didn't do the necessary things. Possibly.
And then before we say any of this advice which we're talking about, are we sure this lady is still in love with this man? Does she still want to continue before they go to any mentor talking about this? We should also know if this lady actually still wants this marriage, because she could be bringing up this thing as an excuse. Okay. And deep down her, she's not ready for the marriage again. we should first of all know if she actually wants this marriage to go before they even go to a mentor to talk to them, to talk to the man about it. Being that is me, if she is still in love, we still want this marriage to continue. So I think we advise to go to somebody to talk to the man. It's for the man to know what he has to do with the woman before he goes to it. Because a lot of women don't like you going just straight to the point. That's my take.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling in, Boniface. It sounds like one of my friends in Port Harcourt, Boniface. Long time. All right. Welcome. You're welcome. More calls are coming in. I'm also getting messages on WhatsApp, so please keep coming. Keep coming. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening to you. What's your name, please?
Yeah, my name is Victor. I'm calling from Costa.
Okay. Go ahead.
Is this VOP?
This is VOP 90.3.
All right, there is a program. I think they refers to be. There's a girl that called. She said she's from April State.
Okay.
And she said she
Boniface.
needed help. So I was the Victor that called.
Oh, Victor. Were you the one that helped? Have you? Okay, I sent the number to you, Victor, right?
I was the Victor that called. I said I want to help that girl.
Okay. Now, you called, that's 2 days ago, right?
Yes, 2 days ago.
But I sent the number to you, Victor.
I haven't seen it.
You have not seen it? Check your, are you,
I've not seen
this,
it.
your line, your 4 digit is 6816, right?
Yes.
I sent it to you, or did I send it late? Let me quickly check. Because I know I still have the number.
My number is 6816.
Yes, I sent the girl's number to you. Check it. I'm even sending it again to you now. So please check it there.
What about the lady Akuchini?
I also send it to Akuchini, right? She's doing fine.
I'll call back.
All right. So, I mean, you can actually try to help. That's a girl who called in a couple of days ago that she needed help. And Victor, this guy that called, is the one who took the responsibility. And I've been thinking that maybe he has done it. I sent a number to him. Or maybe I'm going to do it again. So you can check it, Victor. Get the number and go see the person you want to help. Call the person. I've sent the number again to you so you can figure out right there. All right. Okay, now, those who are calling, please be civil and bring on your advice. I've got this message here on WhatsApp. The calls are actually having issues, but you can try. We can do a magic with it. I can do a magic with the calls on WhatsApp. You can call, you can send a voice note. And my guy, Faulkner from New York, is trying. Faulkner, go ahead. Do your thing. Let me see if I can do a magic. Okay. All right. So, someone is saying, do a recap. Good evening, our Night Prince. Okay, is it me they're calling Night Prince? Oh, voila. Good evening, our Night Prince. Can you please do a recap? I just joined. Thank you, sir. This is Blessing from Mangoro. All right. I'm going to do a recap, or however you call that. I'm going to... Yes. Yeah, so I am going to do the recap again for you. Now, there's a young lady who is having, for those who just tune in, plus Blessing, if you're just tuning, that you can hear it again so you know exactly what to prefer at the end of the day. A young lady is complaining. Okay, I think... well, hold on. I need to let me do a magic. I don't know if this magic is going to work, but let's see. Hello. Hello.
Hello, yes, sir.
Okay.
Finally.
I did some magic. Faulkner. I did some magic.
It's well deserved.
It's well deserved. It's well deserved. All right. So you got the floor is there. The microphone is there on you. So go ahead and shoot.
All right. I think everybody is looking at this topic in a different dimension, and I don't think they are actually listening or reading to where the impact is. The lady is complaining about something that she's not getting to a climax stage, and also she's feeling pain. Now, let's look at it this way. She's in pain while something's going on, okay? And the next solution is that, does she want to leave? Is that so? My own advice is that no, she doesn't have to leave. I think the man has a lot of work to do, because most of this blame doesn't really fall on the lady. It falls on the man also. The man has a big mandingo, and you have to know how to work it. Not every man with mandingo knows how to work it.
Wait, hold on.
So now
I just want to interrupt you there. I like the word mandingo. There's another word called madiga, and Nigerians are very good. Is this one coined out from a Nigerian contest or something? I don't know. Mandingo. What's going on?
It's words, man. It's words around.
It's words, me. Oh yeah. So, go ahead.
So now, I think the man needs to know how to work it, because not every man that has it knows how to use it. It's a tool. Some men with small tools, they know how to work it, while some men with the bigger tools, they don't know how to work it. And even though while he's working it, he needs to know how this lady feels. The lady needs to talk. If you're not talking and you are in pain, you are sitting right there and you are complaining about you're in so much pain, the man probably doesn't know how to use it. So he needs extra lesson. So this is where it comes in. You see, the way the education system in Nigeria is being created, they don't teach sex class. That they teach you things on how things are being used.
They don't even talk about it.
They don't teach. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about it. I went to while I was in high school. I went to high school right there also. They give you condom in school. They give it to you, put in your book bag. My old car, everything. You walk on campus. You don't have to buy. You just grab and go.
Let them try it here in Nigeria and see what's going to happen if they're not going to sack. not going to. In fact, a lot's going to happen to that teacher. Seriously.
But people need to be educated. I think that's the way it plays out now, that the man might not be fully educated, because some main things that when you pound women, when you pound them, the word pound, that's the woman needs to enjoy it. No, it's not about you pounding somebody. It's a time of you feeling the pleasure, and you're supposed to enjoy this stuff, not you hammering a woman back. That's not it. That's not fun. So it falls into two areas. I think the man might need additional, I'll say, training, or he needs to speak to somebody on how to use these tools, so that yourself and the significant other, you both needs to enjoy the whole intercourse. Because if you are the one enjoying all this fun, you're thinking that the lady right there, she's faking all the money and stuff like that. You think, you're like you are a world champion in the bedroom. There's no degree in that. The lady, she's in pain. She needs to speak to somebody that has experience, and maybe they also need to talk to the man also. He needs coaching. Obviously, the way she explained this stuff, it shows that the man, it's not experienced. He's not experienced.
Yeah. Very obvious. Very obvious.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's my own thoughts.
All right, Faulkner, I thank you for calling in. Finally, you got through, and I'm going to go back to the main calls, the main line now. For
all right, cool.
Thank you so much for calling in. Keep listening.
Thank you.
And
so
keep
much.
bringing it
of
on.
Of course, I'm still here.
All right. Thank you so much.
Of course, here. All right, man.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, so I did magic there, and I'm going to do another magic. We're going forward to the other side of it, and then Faulkner from the United States of America is saying that, look, I mean, we had to see it in a different light. The man doesn't know how to do something, but yeah, Faulkner is among those who are saying that, look, the divorce is not that, but you could get somebody who can talk to this man so he can know how to do it. Because, and then of course in our schools we don't talk about sex knowledge. We don't talk about, you don't try it. Don't try it here. Do it in America. You do it in UK. You can do it in Asia. There's some Asian countries that have a lot of values, and their cultures actually surpasses so much when you talk about sex. There's some Asian countries that's like some African countries. You don't dare say things like this, or talk about sex knowledge and stuff like that. But look, we need to talk about all of these things. That's why we are talking about it here now on the radio. So somebody out there tomorrow will learn. Someone who's listening, who's not calling, can learn tomorrow that, look, listen, this is really going to be different on my own part. When I get married, this is what I need. This is what I will do. This exactly. You self-develop yourself. Put yourself in a position where you're not going to have problems at the end of the day. And we will now be talking about your case on radio. Okay, so you can learn from it, and all of that. All right, thank you too, Faulkner. So I mean, for those who just tune in, I'm gonna let it out. Okay, my caller's name. His name is Faulkner. Faulkner, that's his name. Faulkner. Someone is asking of your name now. For Blessing from Mangro, we are talking about a lady who says, complaining and lamenting about, the husband is not romantic. It's time they want to have sex, or it's time they want to have, intercourse as husband and wife. The husband, doesn't do foreplay, doesn't do the touching things to put things in place. He does not do the washing and setting. And then at the end of the day, he just jump right into it without that. And the worst one is that the woman is complaining that their husband's odogu is very huge. According to Faulkner, he says the man's mandingle is huge, very huge, and he doesn't fit in because the woman is complaining that she's got a little pelvic, and it's a serious problem. She's been sick, having pains all over. She's not been okay. She's emotionally racked. I mean, if there's any word that is beyond that, and I understand. I've seen a lot, and this is actually leading to divorce. But I actually talk about it, that the divorce rate is really high. As of last year or the beginning of this year, we had already early January of this year. Was it last year or this year? It was 6,000 divorce cases that was in a customary court already. There is the increase is mad. So I mean, what are we doing wrong? What is going wrong? What are we not doing right? And what are we supposed to do right? So I mean, so that's it for Blessing from Mangro. I've already given you all the details. Now you can call. But before that, picking the calls, I like to put it to you that the divorce rate in Nigeria is very high. I think I got to take another call. These are people who call me regularly. Let me see. All right. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, and I'm very sure this is Ebuka, right?
Oh, yes, that's Ebuka calling.
Okay.
I greet you, my brother.
All right, now I'm doing good.
Yeah, I've been listening to the program, and if I understand perfectly what we are talking about, is a woman complaining of not getting foreplay from her husband.
Yes, so,
right?
And the Odogu is very big. He's doing damage on her.
Sure. A lot of damage. It's like a drilling machine. He's disturbing her a lot.
I am telling you, is
well. First of all, I would say that before I proceed, the reason I suspect, if it's not a medical issue, the reason I suspect is that once a woman is not properly lubricated, even if you put an office pin there, it will pain her. That is the first of all.
Exactly.
Now, African men have this entitlement mentality and they lack patience. An African man wants to have intercourse with a woman, not all, but most. They want to have intercourse with a woman. What they are focusing is just to penetrate and do the thing and go off. Most of them do not take time to even consider, is this woman even feeling what I'm feeling? Is she enjoying what I'm enjoying? That's African women are also not helping matters. They have built this mentality of massaging their man's ego. Madam, you know you're not enjoying this. Let him know. But you're busy faking the orgasm, faking your moaning just to please him. And at the end, you end up not getting satisfied. The first time I called in this program, I mentioned some things men should consider when they are with a woman. You see this thing they call two minutes man. You can be a 2 minutes man and still satisfy a woman. Satisfying a woman does not really have to come with thrusting in and out with speed, harder. No. It's just like when you want to wash clothes. If you soak it in detergent for a while, it will be easier for you to wash. That's how a woman's body is. A man's body is just like a remote control. Just press the on and off. Once you press the on, you on. And what are the on and off? A man's nipples, a man's genitals, maybe his thighs, and just kissing that. So, but a woman, like I mentioned the other day, is like a console in your studio. There are so many buttons you need to touch.
Exactly.
All in foreplay. All this I'm talking about is not penetrated though. Now, women, like I mentioned the last time, have many spots in their body. They have the A spots. They have the C spots. They have the G spots.
Wow.
They have the K spots. So many spots in a woman's body that is only built for erotic feelings. African men do not take time to understand this. All they care about is just to penetrate. Some men, when they want to initiate intercourse with their woman, the next thing you hear is, come, I do this. How about you start with something that looks unusual? Unusual things. I said the last time, you were making an ice cream with her. You guys are alone. Yes, you guys are already intimate. Why not mistakenly, but intentionally, draw some of those ice cream on her chest? Sorry. Try to clean it up gently before you. Sorry. Your hand is on her nipples. Gently be caressing this woman. She will enjoy it. Take your time to caress your woman's nipples. And when men are sucking your woman's nipples, they don't suck it like you're sucking pure water.
Hey, really?
It's a very soft and fragile area. Gently suck it. And the left nipple is more sensitive than the right nipple.
Wait, hold on,
Focus more on sucking the right nipple.
Hold on.
The left nipple.
Wait. Ebuka, you came to destroy the minds of some people here. Why are you doing this? It's not yet 12 o'clock. Ebuka, I don't want you to start giving me erotic damage minds.
Okay.
Take it easy.
Okay.
Use words. Wordsmith, brother.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Kids are still awake. Oh, I didn't look at time. Apologies.
No
So
problem.
where I'm going is when you do this, take your time. If you notice well, if a man is able to walk on one breast very well, the woman will by herself willingly offer you the second one. Because she's enjoying what you're doing in the other one.
Exactly.
But when you're not doing it well, she will be getting irritated. It will start paining her. Body sensation will come up. And that arousal will die off. Because women are just like, their arousal is just like fire, you understand? Any slightest miscalculation, it's like when you pour water on fire, it will die. So every other thing you're doing there is just like rubbing your hand on stone. You're wasting your time. She can just let you have your thing and go. So when you focus on a woman's nipples, don't rush to penetrate. That is that patience. Patience. Let your hands do more of the jobs. Then you can, if your faith or your people that are so religious that he allows you to go down with your mouth, to give head, give her head. And when you are giving head, you don't just go there and use saliva, be pouring saliva every year. No. There are areas you focus on. There are key areas you focus on. Just like we all eat what they call periwinkle. The Igbos call it asam. Periwinkle is a seafood. That's where you try to sort out that flesh from that shell.
Oh.
That is how you use your mouth as a man.
Hey, boo.
Grab her cleats.
Oh, it's okay.
I don't want to call the full name because it's the radio.
Okay.
You grab the cleats. And when you grab the cleats, that is when you know at the C spot.
It's okay. I think they all understand.
Okay, let me skip there. Then as you are doing it with your mouth, let your two hands be on her nipples.
Yeah, you are teaching.
That woman she will calm down.
You are now teaching.
When you do all this, my brother, believe me, before you know it, everywhere will be lubricated. She will be the one begging you to go in.
It's true.
And when you go in, you might not even spend up to 2-3 minutes. At max 3-4 minutes, she will get what she wants. And mind you, there are women that no matter how they get lubricated and you ride them as a man, you're wasting your time. There are women that are built that if they are not on top to ride by themselves, they will not get what they want.
Okay.
So try to understand your woman's body. Is she the type that is okay with you riding her and she get what she wants? Or she's the one that likes to be on top? There are women that are like that. It's not their fault. It's not because you are the man, you're not doing it well. So with everything that requires here is just patience. Patience. And African women learn to communicate. Tell your man, this place you're touching, I don't like it. This place you're touching, I like it. Don't expect him to figure out everything. Let me stop before I start shaking plenty tables.
You're already shaking tables, and the tables, they're all destroyed now. They're destroyed. They are messed up right now. Thank you, Ebuka. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Willie, are you serious right now? Someone is saying, Ebuka, please take it easy. You're not going to kill. We don't want people to die now. Don't want you to go to jail. Okay. 09 or 0700 rather 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call in. We're still talking about the issue. And then if you want to do WhatsApp, I'm doing magic on it. So you can do WhatsApp. The WhatsApp line is 0700 903 9039. Send a message if you would. So I was saying that, marriage experts are saying that the divorce rate is very, very high. Very, very high. And I was going through a particular article that says marriage experts worry over rising divorce among young couples. This is not about young couples anymore. Yeah, but we're using we're using young couples because it's 90 to 95%. Okay, young couples, as a matter of fact. So globally, there has been an alarming increase in divorce rates. Back in the day, a couple of years ago, I talked about this on radio a couple of years ago. It was crazy when we were getting the divorce rate in America, getting the divorce rate in other countries, in other developed countries. It was crazy. Okay. All right. Okay, let me give opportunity to someone to talk. Prince Akachi is calling. Hello.
Yeah, Rahim.
Good day. Good
Rahim,
evening.
good evening.
Good evening to you.
This is Prince from California. I just wanted to make a simple comment. You know, people like Ebuka should know that this is a global radio, and some of us listen to this with our secretaries.
Okay.
You know, this is a pure afternoon here in California.
Okay.
And he's spilling all that. You know,
I believe, Prince. Don't worry. I am going to ban Ebuka for doing that. We're going to punish him for that.
Man, look at you. You need to see how my secretary was looking at me like, whoa. Huh? Oh, Lord Jesus.
I'm sorry about that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you too. But you're not saying anything. All right. Maybe you could try and maybe cultivate something to say. And Ebuka, you should know that this radio station is an international radio station. So we need to start looking at, because a lot of people are listening from out the country. Prince actually called from California. The other guy, Faulkner, called from the United States, from New York, and it's like 6 hours in some place like in New York. In California, it should be almost the same thing. So I mean, it's afternoon, morning there, night here, afternoon there. You know, it's at a day precisely. So we must be civil. I'm using words, okay, to be able to communicate as an adult. And Ebuka, you must check yourself. Next time, if you do that again, Ebuka, you'll be banned on this radio talking. I'm only going to be taking your messages. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. All right? My bad. So I'm so sorry. Oga Prince. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. So, I mean, we will, I was talking about the divorce rate. Back in the day, it was crazy that we were talking about, I was always talking on radio about it, like the divorce rate, the madness going on in the States, and the divorce rate outside, developed countries. And like decades ago, like a decade, 7, 10, 11 years ago, it was that way. And now, excuse me, and now we have, is a global thing, yes, we know, but now it is now affecting and growing, is a growing worry in Nigeria. Now, there's been an alarming increase in divorce rate, of course. News reports, social media, posts are, rife with announcement. And you have this gossip of divorce involving celebrities, notable sportsmen, women. And I heard that even the Oxford Learner's Dictionary defines divorce as the legal ending of a marriage, which is normal. Everybody knows about that. However, in a sequel to dissolution of a marriage by a court, the separated couple may choose to remarry in the future, which was certain. All right. Now, report further noted that based on divorce cases recorded by area courts and demographic fieldwork in the Niger Valley area of Sokoto State, Nigeria, there was an increase in the divorce rate ranging from 11.0 to 19.9% since 1979 till now. In the South, it was reported that 30% of married women among the Yako tribe in Cross River State were divorced. And we also got another researcher in 1968 also observed that the divorce rate per 100 estate marriages was between 3.4 and 4.5% among the Yoruba and Southwest Nigeria. More recently in 2006, National Population Census data recorded that 704,000 Nigerians were divorced, with 230,000 males and 474,000 females. I mean, there's nothing wrong. I mean, if you personally, when you make mistakes and you find that isn't working and find that this thing is going to kill you, it's better for you to stay alive, walk out of the relationship or walk out of the marriage. And what I'm saying is that it's increasingly going up every day. What are we doing wrong? In 2019, Al Jazeera pegged Kano State as home to the largest number of divorces in Nigeria. However, there is a report by Oklahoma State University noted that psychological divorce, which is the process of mental separation and the development of independence, was considered the true separation from a marital partner, as a divorcee at this point learned to be self-supportive and dependent. I've got too much. In March 2022, last year, the president of the Igando Customary Court in Lagos states, his name is Koledoye Adeniyi, decried high rates of divorce among young couples, which I'm going to be letting you know the severe what we have this year, 2013. But I'm going to take some calls now. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you. What's your name?
I'm Fortune's sister, Fizu. I'm calling from Majamba, Yokoko.
Okay. So are you contributing?
Sir?
Are you contributing on the show?
No, not really.
Okay. Fortune, I don't want to be too harsh, okay? But I'm just going to keep it simple, okay? I've already given your sister's number, the number from your sister's number to someone who wants to help you. So he has gotten it. So you wait for the call to come through, okay? People who call in here, they're calling for to contribute on what we are talking about, okay? 7 minutes gone past the hour of 11 o'clock right here in Lagos, Nigeria, broadcasting live. My name is Ryan Terrence, and we are still on the nighttime show, of course, talking about an issue that is almost breaking off, like a marriage that wouldn't last because of certain things. Now, I was saying that the lady in question that we are talking about, trying to help, is complaining of the husband not being a very good romantic person. He doesn't do that. He comes in and do just like that. And then another thing is that the man's madingle is huge and it's hurting her pelvic. And this is a real complaint. And she's looking forward to be able to leave. Some people are saying she should leave. Some are saying no, she shouldn't leave the marriage. She should stay. Get someone who will talk to the man, the husband, and look for a way that he can change his ways and also start taking things easy. They could maneuver, or possibly, I'm looking for the right word to use, possibly maybe, change some attitude towards, no matter how big it is. Sometimes if you have a good discuss with your wife and you people put heads together, you talk your differences and, discuss about things and how you can develop yourself better, and you show true love, I think it will go a long way. She might even endure at the end of the day. But maybe the man is a little bit like an alpha male of another level. So, possibly the man is not listening, maybe not really taking what her complaints and stuff like that. So, I don't know. There's different, concept to this. There are different opinions, and bad or good, we'll put two and two together and know what exactly will go well with her. Okay, so we're talking, and if you want to be part of it, you can call in on 0700 903 903 903. If you want to call or send a message to our WhatsApp portals, you can do that on 0700 903 9039. Hello.
Hello, sir. I call back.
All right. Shoot.
Yeah, I want to chip in something.
Please do chip.
Yeah. Don't you think this man in question may be taking something, whatever he wants to meet the woman, I mean his wife? Don't you think he may be taking something to... I can remember there is a day BB talked about high libido. Yeah. Maybe he's trying to boost himself. Yes. And he think maybe in that way he can be satisfied, and the woman be in pain when he don't even care to know how the woman is feeling. And another way, I can also say maybe this woman in question, she's not trying to do something. I mean, by the level of self-care. Enough. You understand? Maybe the man would like, let me just turn let me just face my feet, his face on the one, get what he wants, and just get up. You understand? I think that is why I said initially, if she knows the area she's not getting is right, she should walk towards it and make it right. I think, and if she finds out that she can't continue, maybe she's the only one that has the final say.
Okay.
That's why I call back. I want Mr. Ugo to call. It has been long we heard from him. And I'm greeting Mr. Faulkner that called, and the prince, our prince, Akwachi that called. Please, Mr. Ugo, it has been a while. We need to hear your voice. Bye for now, sir.
Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it. All right. Still talking about this. In March 2022, the president of the Uganda Customary Court in Lagos State, Koledoye Adeniyi, hold on, I'm going to pick your calls. He decried the high rate of divorce among young couples. Adeniyi pegged the reason as the inability of couples to properly study each other. That's the word. Inability of couples to properly study each other, and the recklessness of not waiting to discover if the love was genuine or if the love was genuine before getting married. Okay. I'm giving another opportunity to Faulkner. He wants to say something. Let's go. Faulkner, shoot.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, I just had a call back. So the lady that just called right now, she was mentioning about probably the man is actually taking something. I think she might be right, but I might just disagree. In one bit is that, you see, for men that has a huge stuff, and if they're mating with a woman that has a small falafel, this is where it becomes very tight, because there's no way, even though you don't take any abs, local made stuff, Viagra and all those things, as far as that you men size expand. So at that point, whether you like it or not, so there's a chance probably the lady shall small apple. Maybe that's probably that might be reason, and it's just an
okay. Faulkner.
Average of falafel.
No, hold on.
The man, I think I rather blame.
Hold on, Faulkner. There's a glitch on what you were saying. I missed some couple of stuff that you said, and I think a lot of people missed it too. So I would like you to replay some of the things you said, because there was this glitch, so I wasn't hearing what you were saying at the time. Could you start again?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'm responding to the last caller.
Yes.
So partially I would disagree with her. Reason is that so the way men's mandingo works, either it's up or it's down or it's medium in tight. What happens is that if a lady has a tight falafel, no matter how the man goes in there, she will feel the pain.
Of course.
Because it's a small or tight or falafel.
Okay.
So now the blame the blame will always fall on the man because he doesn't know how to work it. And if he doesn't know how to work it, she's always going to be in pain. And there's nothing you can, she can, like I said before, they can work out the marriage and stuff. And back to your second question about the divorce situation. I had, like 3 years ago, I had a friend that got married in February. They got divorced in March.
Okay.
And what happened was, she mentioned that the guy told her, "I'm not in love with you. The only reason why I got married to you was because my parents want me to get married."
For real?
That was the reason why.
So who's talking?
That
The
was
lady?
the reason why I got.
The lady?
The lady talked.
Okay.
Because I know the lady. Yes, the lady talked. That was the reason why this guy got married to her.
Okay.
That was the reason, and everything just went sideways. The 4th month was like crazy.
Wow.
And marriage comes with so many things, so many money involved.
True though.
Planning other things. So it becomes like a waste of funds. Everyone have their own choice, but it's just that these are the things that it's happening now within we young generation. So we are not that patient. Sometimes when I look at our generation, I weep because I feel like our generation is crazy. It's insane.
But
look at all these young kids on these young.
But Faulkner, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do if it's not because of the arranged marriage that we used to have? Then you don't get a study because see what this guy. I just told you about an article that I was reading out. It says that one of the things that are actually making people to divorce young people was the inability of couples to properly study each other, and having the recklessness of not wanting to discover if the love was genuine before getting married. So we don't want to do all of that. We just want to get into it. And when it breaks, when you start seeing those things, we want to run away. So what are you going to do when you face this kind of stuff? If you were in the position of the woman, what are you going to do? Because she's the one complaining right now. You definitely. Are you gonna say, okay, I'm gonna go into divorce, or I'm asking.
Which one of the lady that got divorced?
Yeah,
or the section. Yeah, no, of course, definitely. One thing, there's one notion that I already know from day one of my life is that there are two ways to love. It's either you are in love or you love somebody. If you're in love with somebody, trust me, everything is going to work out for you. If you just love somebody, it never works. You only tends to manage each other. So I think that's what people just need to understand. You have to know the difference between in love and you love somebody. That's one thing that everything still boils down to education, that people getting knowledge. And my arranged marriage sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't work. But I just feel like we Africans, we are too quick. You meet somebody today, the next day, oh my God, I love you. I love you from nowhere. The person that you don't know like that, you can't love somebody within like 2 days. It takes time. You need to build relationship. You need to build friendship. That's what that's where you learn stuff from. But I think a lot of people that their marriage crash, when you dig down, like dig into that relationship, there's always areas that you will find a loop that these people, they don't know each other. They only know the basics. And you cannot, it's like you bringing money right now and you're trying to invest money into something. If you don't understand the concept of that company or how things work, you just throw your money into it. There's a chance you might lose your money.
Okay.
And if you make money in that business, it's a fluke. It's called fluke.
Yeah.
You're just lucky you made it out, I think that's what the problem lies with. Well,
okay.
God help us. Like the way African always say, God, everything is God,
Everything is God, and they're not working on themselves. You're gonna be dreaming.
Exactly. Exactly, man. Dream on imagination.
Seriously. It's okay. Thank you so much for calling in again.
All right, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, man.
I'm still here to take more of your calls. No problem. Hello. All right. More calls are coming in. Faulkner is still saying that we don't have sex education. That's why a lot of people don't know these things. Yes. And even Ebuka also talked about it, I believe. And so, if we do have that, it will possibly help. But, Ninja, how it is when, when one thing comes through, everybody wants to use it to maneuver and do a lot of crazy things. Hello.
Hello, buddy.
Okay, you must talk out right now so I can hear you.
Hello, buddy.
If your voice is not out, I will not be able to hear you.
Hello, buddy.
Okay. I presume possibly you're lying down and you need to stand up. If you are calling on the radio station, you must be awake. Speak out so I can hear you. All right. Waiting for your call again. Maybe you're going to try to call back again. 22 minutes gone past the hour of 11 o'clock. I actually wanted to talk about something else, but this is going even farther. And maybe I'll bring up another inspirational talk up in here before we close. But then I'm saying that the lines are buzzing. So I'm going to be taking your calls and while it comes through.
Hello.
Good evening to you. I can hear you. What's your name, please?
This is Macaulay from Surrey.
All right, Macaulay from Surrey. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, based on concerning the topic you're talking about, the man that the wife complained about that is not active, is not romantic, things like that.
Yes.
In bed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And again, the last thing is complain that the man's mandingle is very huge.
Yeah, his manhood is big again.
Yes, it's
and
huge.
It's not romantic.
Yes.
Okay. That means if the manhood is big, is large, while the woman's own is small, I think it can still work. It is possible. It is possible. There is no what I believe on earth. You understand? There is no manhood that cannot, no kind of size, no amount of size, no kind of manhood that cannot penetrate into any kind of, you understand, womanhood.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. If the manhood is bigger than the womanhood, they have to apply a cream. You understand? The man has to apply cream on his manhood for it to penetrate easily. And if he's using it, he didn't manage to add, some romance. He needs to be romantic.
Yeah.
And he needs to be using it gradually. He needs to be, putting it gradually. You know what I mean?
I do.
Using it gradually. Gradually. That is little by little. It might not fix everything inside, but at least half of it, just be using it gradually. It doesn't mean that it's not going to ejaculate. You understand? It must ejaculate regardless of the length he uses it, you understand, on the woman's hood. You understand? He must ejaculate. So that is what I think is an option for the man to, and the man has to be romantic. You understand? Both mentally and practically, he has to be romantic.
Exactly.
Mostly, he has to act mental romance.
So
romantic mentally.
So if you have someone in front of you who doesn't have that mental or whatever romance, if the person doesn't have that, what will be your advice? How are you going to get someone to get that, to acquire such, so he can please his woman and make her happy?
The thing is that they are already married. They are already married. You understand? Like if their marriage came from these believers, you understand, Christians who believe that they will not have certain intercourse before getting married. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't know. I don't think they would know who they really are internally and externally, if I'm correct with that word. But I think we have learned something from here. Even as they are Christians, they don't want to have sex before going to marry, before wedding. Before marrying, they need to be, have some knowledge of themselves. They need to know themselves too well to know who they will be, you understand, how they can be active. Even it doesn't mean that they will not say, they will not be, talking about this before getting married. You understand?
Yeah, I do.
So they need to be talking about themselves, what they can do and what they cannot do. So that someday they will grow up, they will know, you understand, if they will marry or not.
Now there's another.
Understand?
Yes, I understand, but there's another twist in it. The other day, I was discussing with my colleague that people would need to say the truth when they get into any relationship, or maybe they're getting married. They need to start talking about the truth about themselves. Most times when people are getting into a relationship and is leading into getting married, like marriage, they don't really talk about their past. They don't talk about themselves because they are scared or afraid that the person might not like that part, and then it might cause problems. So they hide it, they will hide it, and then at the end of the day, it will cause problem when they now find out after marriage. So I mean, in a situation where you have someone who will rather just keep quiet until he gets married, what would you rather do?
For me, my advice is they should talk about it. They should talk about it. Yes, it is necessary. It is very, very important. That's not they won't talk about it. You understand? Mm-hmm. They should talk about it. You understand? Okay, on the process, you understand? On the process of their relationship before marrying, you understand? If they are shy,
okay.
And if they are shy of talking about it, I advise them to just separate. They should just, quit from that relationship. Otherwise, it cause problem. Okay. You understand?
All right.
That would lead to divorce and all of that. You understand?
I do.
So they should talk about it. Yeah, it's important.
Okay.
Be believers of the people of God, or those people who are not believers as well. They should talk about it before getting married. It's important.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, I try to engage him a little bit. It's a mind thing. Try to engage him a little bit. And we're learning. I am learning. You are learning, and this is how we learn. This is how you get to pick one or two that you can actually add to your life, and then, do yourself development, like put yourself going through a positive
Hello?
things. Hello, what is your name?
This is B Prince.
B Prince.
Yeah. Good evening.
Okay, go ahead, B Prince. Shoot.
I've been listening to you people. Actually, it's an educating program. But somewhere along the line, according to the statement of the lady, I don't think that there is anything wrong with it. Why? Because it's the lady that's supposed to educate the man and tell him what that is important. matter how high it is, no matter how big the Odogo is, cultural dance is in the hand of the drum beaters. It is the drum beaters that are beating the drum, and a very good dancer will change to the tone of the rhythms. And that is the reason why the lady have to tell the man, this is what you will do so that I will be satisfied. On another side of it, some other people complain that their husband something is not big. And this one now is that this one now is big. It's an elastic thing, but the issue is that the man have to do his work until everywhere will be lubricated before he will jump in. He can't just call the lady under 2 seconds or 2 minutes or 3 minutes and he will just go in. No. Even on that lady's directives, the lady will know how to insert the real key so that all the whole thing will be triggered. So that is where I am saying that it's the lady that holds the key, or she holds the yam and also the knife. Now in relationship also, before they got married, if it is in other religious institutions, they have what is known as counselors who will be counseling them for the period of 1 to 3 months or 6 months, telling them what she is going to see if she is a virgin, and also how she can adapt. Likewise to the men, even in some churches or religious organizations. Despite that, if they didn't belong to any religious organization, the mother to the lady will tell her openly what she's going to see. Actually, or if they're educated, they have counselors whom they can invite. At any political time, they will go there, and the counselor, a specialist, will tell them what and what to do in all these kind of adverse situations. So it is not yet for her to be complaining. What she's supposed to be complaining is that the husband is not listening to her own advice so that she can enjoy him. So that is where I have my own point, because women, we today jump into the game when it is not already ripe. As I'm standing here now, my problem is not that. My problem is that anyone I get in contact with will no longer allow me to go. And that is where I do avoid it. So, knowing the game very well matters. And if I told the lady himself doesn't really know the game, they start from somewhere. There's no two ways about it that two of them doesn't really know the game. One must instruct the other.
Yeah.
So that the thing will be moving. This is where I end my button. Thank you.
You end your button. Thank you for calling. All right. It sounds awesome. Yeah. Well, still on Steel nighttime show. Still having a lot of calls coming in. 11:34 on the nighttime show right here. And in case you're wondering what radio station is this for these new callers and new listener, the voice of the people, VOP 90.3 FM here in Lagos. And I was talking about an article, and I told you that the rates of divorce was high because the people do not longer want to be able to, to persevere in relationship and marriages. You just want to get into a rosy, sweet, quick start. And when it's not there, they are out. They're out. Way back in the day, our forefathers, they used to persevere. That's why you see our forefathers back in the day, like our great grand, parents will, like our fathers, will get married to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, and even have a lot of concubines like King Solomon did in the Bible. But then, they don't have any problem. They're all going to be in one place, and they respect the man, they respect his wishes, and respect his command. But nowadays, young people in marriage, you don't want to see problem. Any little, they're out. Hello. B Prince.
Yes, I'm supposed to be there.
B Prince, you're not talking to me like someone who wants to talk. You're talking as if you're sleepy, you're lying down. Are you lying down? Can you stand up?
I'm lying down.
No, don't lie down and talk to me, because I'm sitting down and I'm talking to you. And you're lying down talking to me. Do you want me to arrest you? Stand up and talk to me.
No. All right. I've seen the number. I've called the girl, and
Okay.
I've spoken. So she told me everything she has told me, and I also speak with her sister, and so I told them the account number. I've told her to send for the account number to me.
All right, but what I'll tell you before you start sending money, I think you need to. I'm not trying to say that they're bad people, because there are a lot of crazy people in the world today. Try and know her personally, okay? So that we can know, after you've helped her, we will say it on radio, we will tell everyone that, see, this lady called in, so person in our community helped.
Listen, I'm a business guy, I don't have chance for...
Okay, but someone I give the number will find out, and that's Akuchinyere will find out. So,
yes.
But go ahead, do your thing. All right.
I'm going to do it tomorrow.
Okay. No problem.
I've speaking with the girl, so I don't need to waste time.
No
give
problem.
Her the money.
No problem. Just take care of yourself and do good. God bless you.
Don't worry.
All right. So as I was talking about it, according to a relationship expert and marriage counselor Olubumi Ibidakbor Ogbe, how couples handle conflicts and resolve issues is the most important predictor of whether or not a marriage will survive. Now, it says another factor responsible for crashing marriages was constant and unresolved conflict. It says constant and unresolved conflicts. That is another factor, and one of the huge factors responsible for crashing marriages. According to Ibidakbo Ogbe, constant communication, patience, and perseverance are the most important factors that help to resolve conflict in the home. So she said, she noted that sweeping things under the carpet or bottling things up was not the best option for a successful home. But I'm asking a question: if someone doesn't sweep it into the carpet, if someone doesn't do that, if someone is speaking, because of course is either one person in the marriage, either the man or the woman is the one who's stubborn. I'm talking generally now. Someone is stubborn and someone is not listening. Someone is not taking what the other person is saying. And when the other person get real pissed and cannot really contain what's going on, or when the elastic has actually broken, the person will want to go. It ain't easy. I understand, because I've been down a lot of roads before, so I put myself in people's shoes. You understand? She also said, however, stressed that the manner of communication should be with love. Some people don't talk with love. They just, come on. You must talk with love, whether you know the person or not, whether the person is your wife or not. Talk with love. Talk with love. Do things with love. First, it's reciprocal when you show love in action, in any kind of action. you will get it back at the end of the day. If you don't get it back that day, you must get it back another day. It's as simple as that. So she said, however, stressed that the manner of communication should be with love, understanding, and mutual respect. Those are the things that we don't find these days. People do not have mutual respect at all. No mutual respect. No understanding. No love. Nobody dies. I'm just quiet. Lack of patience and perseverance has led to a rise in divorce cases. The youth are not ready to persevere with one another, and marriage takes a lot of these with endurance. That's what this expert is saying. We're going to get an expert to come talk about this on, because if you know how many people that are going through these things, people are tired emotionally, they're wrecked mentally, they're finished. By the way, we're going to be talking about the mental health of men, and then we're also going to talk about the women also, but we'll start with men. Why are men dying earlier these days? And women, they were so plus every day there, apart from the military, army, forces, men that go out to fight war and they don't come back. Some of them don't come back to their families. Apart from that, men are dying because they don't talk, they don't speak. We're going to talk about it extensively. I mean, it's going to be made from possibly from next week. But talking about why are people divorcing, the problems, those little things that's making a lot of people divorce, just little things. One of the things that caught my fancy in this article that I'm actually putting out to you is one of the things this lady said, Olubumi, she said that young people, in fact, it's not just about young people. People do not want to persevere. People do not want to take chances, like to stay strong in that marriage. People don't want to. They don't want to look at things differently. They don't want to, like. Let me use the word suffer. You know, suffering is not a bad thing anyway. But people don't want to go through all of that. Okay, so the two people that make a union are brought up by different parents, okay? They have different views on life, and in some cases, different religion. So if the other party is exhibiting traits you do not like, you can't expect that person to change overnight. You can't expect that person to change overnight. Or expect the person to start seeing changes, or to start seeing changes immediately, when it took, or, you know, it took that individual over 20 to 30 years to become who he or she is. They must be patient with each other, and they must endure. But people say marriage is not about endurance. Abi, some people say that as enjoyment. It's not endurance. All right. So, I mean, for me, I think my time is far spent. It's getting close to that time where I'm going to say, okay, I'm shutting down. But I want to say that for the lady who was actually complaining, I think a lot of people actually said a lot that we can actually carry on from today. That some say, look, you need to leave that marriage. A man is not suitable for her. Some are saying that you don't leave, stay, but look for a coach, a life coach, or an elder, you know how we say it here in Africa, that can talk to the man, your husband, and after that, maybe there could be change. But I wonder, what about if there's no change? Well, what's going to happen? You go rotate and look for another avenue and look for some solution. I don't know, but people with different opinions, and being opinionated is good. Being opinionated is good. I'm saying, for me, I'm neutral. If you want to, it's okay by me. If you want to stay, it's okay by me. But there must be a lot of talks, because when things matters like this, there's always like a two-way street. There's always, something that is attached to this whole scenario. It could be some, maybe some disrespect talks that she has thrown in at the man, or maybe she has destroyed the man's ego. So possibly, maybe there's no love anymore. Or possibly, man, the man is that kind of African, wolf that knows how to just take, he wants to always do it, do things his ways, and he doesn't want anybody to tell him anything. But my advice is that you could see it both ways. You can actually say, if truthfully, that this man has a little of romance, the mandingo, according to one caller they called, the mandingo is not going to be a problem. The mandingo will not be a problem. Being huge or not is not going to be a problem. If only he can be romantic, because they can talk it out. They can use lubricants. They can use lubricant. They can force or do it little by little. Take it slow. Walk on it. Get used to it. But I think and I believe the main issue is that the man is not romantic. So it's even more difficult when the woman is not lubricated. All right. My time is going. I'm giving an opportunity to talk.
No, thank you very much. Thank you. I want to say that I was so happy when I heard the announcement of end of the year party of the VOP, and it happened to be the day that will mark me 8 months being with you people. Yes, 16th of this month will make me 8 months of being with VOP, and I'm saying this day that I am so glad. Yes, I am very, very happy. VOP is not just a radio station where we listen to newspaper. It's also a school. Yes, a school where you learn things and understand things. That is if you are ready. If you are ready to learn. It's not just a place that you will call just for your voice to be heard. Yes, it's a place where you call. People learn from you. You got to learn from people also. Not a place that you can just call once and stop. When you call, it will be a day you need something. And when you get it, you just disappear into thin air. I just want to say thank you to all of you, all the presenters, the owner of the VOP. I don't know whether it's a man or a woman, but whoever that person may be, I say may God bless him and his family. And the director of the VOP, the manager, all the computer operators, everybody, even the security. I want to say a very big thank you to all of you. You people meet me at the point of my need. You people wipe my tears. Since I joined you people, I never sleep with tears again. I want to say I will make you people proud. And you people will never regret knowing me. My name is Akuchinyere Wanta Goodness. May God bless all of you. Okay, may God bless all of you. That day, I pray that I will come and I will do more than this. Okay, please. That is my reason of calling. Good night, and good night to everybody home and abroad that hear my cries and they did not come back. Good night to everyone. Bye for now. Till tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you so much. I coaching you there. Okay, so I'm going to give my last words up in here before I go, and that's definitely going to be the last call. It's 10 minutes down to the hour of midnight here. That's 11:50 p.m. on the time check. So, so as I was saying, I said, lady in question, you have the opportunity to make it work. If you decide to not to, okay, you heard all the community, all of us in the community of Voice of the People, okay? The Voice of the People community, the VOP community, is actually called in to be part because of your predicament. We understand, we fully understand. And they have given all of the opinions. Of course, these are things that you can learn from. Everybody learn, and everybody actually is giving something people can actually and learn from also. So pick it up. You can decide what you want, but I'm saying do not accept the man doesn't love you. If the man truly doesn't love you, fine. I don't think the relationship or the marriage is going to work. But if it's only the mandingo being very huge, it's not going to be a problem. You can find a way to that. But again, the major problem that I feel, and I understand that it's the problem is the not being romantic. That's the problem. So you've heard a lot of people talk about you getting someone, a life coach or somebody, a mentor who can go and talk to your husband, and then you can quash this. If he's not listening, if you tried once, twice, and you find out that it's not working, you can decide to take a decision. And don't do anything irrational or erratic, and just make sure you quietly look for your peace. That's all I say. So for other people, for those of you who was rushing, all of you rushing into marriage, and you don't try to figure out, listen to your spirit, man. Listen to your spirit. Do not rush into marriage. Don't rush. I always say this. I made a mistake. A lot of people made mistakes, and from all the mistakes that a lot of people have made, this we're bringing it here, and then you've heard a lot of this mistake. So you have to learn from it. Do not rush into marriage, and love yourself. Be sincere with your partner. Always talk about things. Don't slip it into the carpet. Okay? Talk about things with your partner, about expectations in marriage. Build yourself so you can actually add value to your partner while receiving from your partner. Okay? There are several persons with different ideologies on what marriage should be about. Now, finding a partner who believes what you believe about marriage and work together is the ideal thing to do. Finding someone who believes what you believe about marriage and work together is the ideal thing to do. So you're not going to have a problem. Do that. Meet people. Be free to meet people. Do not be shy to meet people. Do not be shy to talk. Do not be shy to investigate. Go investigate people. Find out things. Do it in a civil way. Don't do it in a very stupid way. Don't do it in a stupid way at all. Do it in the civil way. Don't do it in a very nasty way. But sometimes some people are crazy. They do things because they want to make sure that they get the right answer to things. You can be calm and you can get all the information you want before you can get into such relationship or marriage. So there are several persons with different ideologies, as I said, on what it has to do with marriage. And find a partner who believes what you believe, and who believes about marriage and work together. The good book says two people cannot work together unless they agree. So we also are saying that you got to be prayerful, and it doesn't matter what religion. If you are a pagan or you are an atheist, if you don't believe in anything supreme, or don't believe in anything that had to do with God, then look for someone who believes in that too. I mean, you can't go and look for someone who believes in God. You guys are going to have problems at the end of the day. You don't believe in God and someone believes in God, then you get married. Maybe because of something. Look, that's why it's good to court. That's how it's good to figure yourselves out. All right, this is the problem here. So be prayerful and take your time to know your partner. Indeed, one cannot entirely know a person, but you can try to get to know the person bit by bit. All right. However, if you are open-minded and sincere with yourself, I believe that there are some manifestations, like seemingly latent qualities of your partner or the person during the courtship period or during the time, whatever, if it's not even the courtship, even when you are seeing yourselves, like when you're meeting yourself, not even courtship, before courtship, you could find out a lot of things before you even start talking about courtship, before you start talking about courtship. So, figure out, these qualities of your partner during courtship or no courtship that should inform you whether or not you are to take the further step into marriage. Some couples enjoying their marriages, be positive that your marriage will be among the blissful ones. As a single person, develop yourself and be ready to give to your marriage as much as you will love to receive. A successful marriage does not start on a wedding day. Never. It starts with you as a single person, even before your marriage. Even before your marriage. All right. So I want to thank everybody for calling in. I appreciate everyone, all that called in from the United States, all that calls in from Lagos, Ogun, and every part of the world. We want to thank you. Thank you so much. And of course, thank you, Prince Akachi. Thank you for calling and letting me know. I have told the young man who called in to want to teach us what we know. I've told him, and he said he has taken precaution. Okay, so Ebuka has taken precaution about that. He's not going to do it again. He has actually sent me a message and said, "Oh, yeah, he's so sorry about that." Some people are just high-minded when it comes to things like this. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. My name still remains Ryan Terrence, and this is the nighttime show. I will be doing a nighttime show tomorrow. Friday will be an open mic Friday where the microphone will be on your side. All you need to do is to talk to me. Tell me what you want to talk about, what you want to change. What is that thing you want to change? What is that thing you want to talk about? Let's talk about it. Let's have a discuss about it. Discussing things can actually make a lot of people sane. But when you are not talking, you're bottling up a lot of things inside of you. You might go insane someday. So, this radio is giving you the voice for you to speak. So that's it. Tomorrow, I'll see you guys. I'm Rahim Terrence, and I'll see you guys one more time. Love ya.